Smiley Face redirects here. For 2007 film, see Smiley Face. A smiley is a stylized representation of a smiling humanoid face, an important part of popular culture. The classic form designed in 1963 comprises a yellow circle with two black dots representing eyes and a black arc representing the mouth. On the Internet and in other plaintext communication channels, the emoticon form has traditionally been most popular, typically employing a colon and a right parenthesis to form sequences like, or, that resemble a smiling face when viewed sideways. Smiley is also sometimes used as a generic term for any emoticon. The variant spelling smiley is not as common, but the plural form smileys is commonly used. History. One of the first uses of the smiley in text may have been in Robert Herrick's poem To Fortune, in the lines, "Tumble me down, and I will sit upon my ruins." Ingmar Bergman's 1948 film Port of Call includes a scene where the unhappy bearer draws a sad face closely resembling the modern frowny, but including a dot for the nose and lipstick on her mirror, before being interrupted. In 1953 and 1958, similar happy faces were used in promotional campaigns for the films Lili and Gigi. The smiley was first introduced to popular culture as part of a promotion by New York radio station WMCA beginning in 1962. Listeners who answered their phone WMCA Good Guys were awarded with a WMCA Good Guy sweatshirt that incorporated a happy face into its design. Thousands of these sweatshirts were given away. The WMCA smiley was yellow with black dots as eyes, but it had a slightly crooked smile instead of a full smile, and no creases in the mouth. In 1963, Harvey Ball, an American commercial artist, was employed by State Mutual Life Assurance Company of Worcester, Massachusetts to create a happy face to raise the morale of the employees. Ball created the design in 10 minutes and was paid $45. His rendition, with bright yellow background, dark oval eyes, full smile and creases at the sides of the mouth, was imprinted on more than 50 million buttons and was familiar around the world. The design is so simple that it is certain that similar versions were produced before 1963, including those cited above. However, Ball's unregistered trademark S rendition, as described here, has become the most iconic version. In 1967, Seattle graphic artist, George Tenegi, drew his own version at the request of advertising agent, David Stern. Tenegi's design was used in an advertising campaign for Seattle-based University Federal Savings and Loan. The ad campaign was inspired by Charles Strouse lyrics and put on a happy face from the musical Bye Bye Birdie. Stern, the man behind this campaign, incorporated the happy face in his run for Seattle mayor in 1993. The graphic was further popularized in the early 1970s by Philadelphia brothers Bernard and Murray Spain, who seized upon it in September 1970 in a campaign to sell novelty items. The two produced buttons as well as coffee mugs, T-shirts, bumper stickers and many other items emblazoned with the symbol and the phrase "Have a happy day," which mutated into "Have a nice day." Working with New York button manufacturer N.G. Slater, some 50 million happy face badges were produced by 1972. In the UK, the happy face has been associated with psychedelic culture since Ubdwire and the Windsor Free Festival in the 1970s and the electronic dance music culture that emerged during the second summer of love in the late 1980s. The association was cemented when the band Bon the Bass used an extracted smiley from Watchmen in the center of its Beat This It single. Usage in telecommunications. The smiley is the printable version of characters 1 and 2 of code page 437 of the first IBM PC and all subsequent PC-compatible computers. For modern computers, all versions of Microsoft Windows after Windows 95 can use the smiley as part of Windows Glyph List 4, although some computer fonts miss some characters, and some characters cannot be reproduced by programs not compatible with Unicode. It also appears in Unicode's basic multilingual plane. On September 19, 1982, Scott Feilman from Carnegie Mellon University first proposed using the emoticon to mark jokes from serious posts in online message boards. Licensing and legal issues. The rights to the Smiley trademark in 100 countries are owned by the Smiley Company. Its subsidiary Smiley World Limited, in London, headed by Nicholas Loufrani, creates or approves all the Smiley products sold throughout the world. The Smiley brand and logo have significant exposure through licensees in sectors such as clothing, home decoration, perfumery, plush, stationery, publishing, and through promotional campaigns. The Smiley Company is one of the 100 biggest licensing companies in the world, with a turnover of $167 million in 2012. The first Smiley shop opened in London in the Box Park shopping centre in December 2011. In 1997, Franklin Loufrani and Smiley World attempted to acquire trademark rights to the symbol in the United States. This brought Loufrani into conflict with Walmart, which had begun prominently featuring a happy face in its rolling back prices campaign over a year earlier. Walmart responded first by trying to block Loufrani's application, then later by trying to register the Smiley Face itself. Loufrani in turn sued to stop Walmart's application, and in 2002 the issue went to court, where it would languish for 7 years before a decision. Walmart began phasing out the Smiley Face on its vests and its website in 2006. Despite that, Walmart sued an online parodist for alleged trademark infringement after he used the symbol. And they lost that case in March 2008, when the judge declared that the Smiley Face was not a distinctive mark under U.S. law, and therefore could not be trademarked by anyone in the United States. In June 2010, Walmart and the Smiley Company founded by Loufrani settled their 10-year-old dispute in front of the Chicago Federal Court. The terms remain confidential. See also, Acid 2, Emoticon, Gore, Collarbock Mr. Yuck, Pac-Man, References. External links, History of the Acid House Smiley Face, Free Smileys.